Okay, recording is started. So, sorry everyone. Having some issues with OBS. Hashtag blame Lance. uh, so I'm gonna have to do this as a recording. Unfortunately, only YouTube's gonna be able to see it. That said, we're still gonna continue forward. Uh, I don't even remember which episode it is, but welcome to Star Wars Tabletop RPG Legends of a Time Past. Relics of its
Episode 16.
of the third season. I also just woke up not too long ago. So, last we left off, our heroes, well, three heroes, one maybe, all got aboard.
Questionable.
Yeah, all got aboard the Nova here, under the command of Captain Draco Darkstar, to go to Alderaan to pick up uh, Ileana's daughter Sharon. At least that's the plan. What actually happens, we don't know until they get there. But everyone's pretty much restless. Obviously, Rose is still blind and has been trying to fix that via the Force. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. That said, we are currently in hyperspace. And she is in the only pod that supposedly does not have any surveillance. And we will be picking up from here. Tough has the great.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, Tough, take it away. I'm not good with words right now.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I need to keep this short. I need to focus. I sit here against a wall on whatever side whatever this ship is, thinking to myself, how could I screw up so bad? Only 8 hours ago, I was getting stuff to go on a simple mission to get some kyber crystals from Rez and his folk. Excited and keen, thinking it was an easy mission, I thought wrong. Lynn losing her hand, Vana and Maria's coming out damaged, and me. Oh, sweet, sweet Rose. I had to come out the worst of the lot. Someone who left her good-for-nothing parents became the independent that she has been since her teens, and now has to become dependent on someone to walk her around and complete a task. I can't do anything. Anything. We should have stayed on Felicia, taking care of that demon, and gotten what I need before this happened. But no. Now eventually I'm going to go find that thing and kill it blind. I have not felt this pathetic since I was a child. Well, some options stand after my lovely gift from the Empire. First option, I fork out the creds for some cybernetic eyes, which is going to be a pain in my backside. Even finding someone willing to do that is going to be a problem. Though I'm sure dear Leo will enjoy having me as some sort of cyborg. Second option, I learn. I learn to see through the Force. I can sense, I can get an inkling of what is happening around me, through walls, whatever, but I can't sustain it. Here's a start. My best bet in seeing without my eyes. If I can sustain it, it might help. The crew seem to be, as usual, annoyed, caring, and concerned all in one. I guess it's good, but I don't know. Something about this seems off. Leo might like I'm being that I'm a cyborg soon. Illy is helping me get to places, and Des, I got no clue. Really, we need to figure out Illy's daughter and the artifact. Speaking of, Illy kindly left her belongings with me to keep them safe. This part of the artifact called to me on Felucia. It might be time to answer the call. End transmission.
Nicely done. That last part just gave me chill.
And by the way, Illy, you screwed up.
We shall see.
Nicely done, Tough.
Thank you.
Quite a big look into Rose's past there, too. I don't know how much was actually said during stream, but I don't think it was that much. Either way.
I also rolled 1 dark.
Crap.
So take that as you will.
So I'm going to say back to usual.
Yeah, this is a wonderful mix.
Really? The GM was the only one that rolled a light?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on, Leo.
Let him get too dark.
Hey,
Too
too
late.
late.
Nice.
So we have something of a destiny pool.
Yes.
Relatively even split
Yeah, it's
under
almost
the
half and half.
circumstances. Thank you, Jonas.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
seriously. Although, having said that, we really need to be using destiny points more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like we say that every episode. Don't
Yeah.
get
Kinda
that much
do.
better at it.
Grr.
All right. So, for now, let's go ahead and take it away. You're all in hyperspace, en route to Underon. I don't know if anybody wants to do anything during the trip, but it
Yes.
seems that Desric is in the cockpit. Leo is on his workbench. Illy is just leaving the supposedly secure room. Whether or not it's secure, you don't fully know, but that's what you've been told. All right. Let's see it, guys.
Yeah. After that rousing introduction, I'm gonna go ruffle through Illy's bag and try and find the part we found on Felicia for this artifact.
All right. And the rest of you? I know Leo's still working on Sir.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be sitting there for hours.
Yeah. It actually won't be done in time for your current mission. And Illy, where are you actually headed?
She was gonna head to the mechanical area. I believe there was a project she was gonna be working on, or a briefing regarding a project she was gonna be working on.
Don't remember.
Leo?
Yeah, I think part of it also had to do with the staff. Because as I recall, the work on that was not yet complete.
Oh, no, I finished that. That was the first thing that I did on the ship.
Okay, gotcha. Desric, she did not message the businessman. The last time they went to that station, it was kind of without notice, and it's been strongly recommended that the same procedure be followed.
Speaking
Okay,
of which,
I
what
was
is
just-
what is Desert doing?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Ah.
Hence my question. So how we said we have what, a day and a half in hyperdrive or in hyperspace
I don't even think
to
that
get
long.
to Underrun?
Was it?
20-ish hours.
Yeah, it was like 23 hours or something.
Oh, okay. What can Desric accomplish in 23 hours?
Well, I can tell you one
I
thing.
Sleep.
No. So, your Skylark is down. You've gotten word, you're something's up with your uncle. Uh, Actually, I don't know if you've got that one. Eh. Um. Either way, your parents are still where they are, and no matter how hard you try, your mind keeps going to your parents. More and more.
Uh-oh.
Desric,
did
you
my
will take
obligation
2
get
strain.
roll?
Everyone else will take
Dang
1
it.
strain.
Yep. Okay.
Honestly, I figured it was going to be me.
That would
It would
actually have
seem
been
thematically
interesting
appropriate.
if it was you.
Funny thing about this is that my strain has been lowered by 2 for a good while, and now I actually go up by 1 strain. Because I have a strain threshold of 14 and I was at 12. So
Yeesh.
now 13.
Wait, why does yours go up?
Because I had been tracking it as me having -2 strain. But
For the obligation.
yeah, for the obligation.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were
I hadn't fixed it. So although I have
okay.
gone down 1 from 14 to 13 because I've been dumb, I've actually gone up.
Well, I had a thought of what Desric was going to do. Now I have to adjust for his new state of mind, all things considered. Hmm.
Okay, well, while you debate on that, Rose, you can't see, but you can still feel, and you can
Yeah,
feel the
that's how I'm
ping
going to it.
of that artifact. It hasn't spoke to you since then, but it is still there, and without your eyes, it's the only thing that you can see. It's glowing brightly.
I'm gonna go, rummage through the bag and see if I can find it.
And you go over to it. You know it's in the bag, but you can't see the bag. So you're patting down and you finally get to the
Oh yeah,
pouch where it's at.
if there's any if there's any cameras in the room, it just looks so childish trying to find this bag.
Yeah, trying to pull it open, trying to get to the buckles that are
Yeah,
holding it shut.
yeah. It's just painful to watch.
Painful to Rose as well.
Oh yeah, no, she's feeling pathetic right now.
That said, you finally reach the artifact.
2 hours later,
Probably.
I don't blame myself if it takes that long.
I'm not gonna make it take that long. I mean, you're not. You may be
Regardless.
blind, but you're not a
Roll
child.
for it.
What do you roll?
Hold on, where's my D20?
Oh come on, this is a great GM make up a roll for it moment.
Everything revolves around a D20.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what.
Oh, it takes me a little bit. It might take me 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes, depending on competency. But yeah, okay, we'll go with 15.
Yeah, 4. I rolled a 4. That's not good.
I really need to get me some dice beyond the Star Wars ones. Either way, 15 minutes. Now you finally get it out. Whether you're still feeling pathetic as you grasp the artifact and hoist it out, I'll leave that to you. But it's now in your hands out of the back. You can feel the cubicle shape except for one panel where it's missing. It's not hollow, but you can definitely feel the shape of what's supposed to connect, as well as a few other seemingly mechanics in there. You don't know what they're for or how they work, but they're there.
I'm just gonna like hold onto it, feel around. I'm answering your call.
It is silent for a while, but the only thing it repeats: make me whole. Make me whole.
That I can do. Just have to be patient.
You can
I'm
feel
gonna.
the force through it, but it's not like the last artifact. It's faint. Less of. Less sapient, or less there, more like a memory, a feeling. But whether this feeling is reaching out to you or is just repeating a memory, you cannot tell.
All right, she's gonna feel a bit satisfied that she knows she has to, connect the other piece to this one and make it whole. She's gonna feel a bit satisfied, put it back in, try and put it back in Ellie's bag, and head back to a little corner of the room and just try perceiving sight through the force.
If you thought taking it out was awkward, putting it back in is a little bit more probably.
Yeah, it's like she's very like up against the wall next to the bag, so it's taken her less time to put it back.
Either way, you get that in however long it takes. And you go back to your meditations and attempts. Alright. Desert.
So, Desric, feeling the pressure and weight on his mind, is looking for a distraction. And given that this isn't his ship and he doesn't have any alcohol on them, he's going to reach into his pack and remember that he picked up a deck of Pazak cards and figures now's as good a time as any. So he's going to go looking for Draco to see if the captain's interested in a game of cards.
He's right across from you.
Oh, sorry, there's no figurine, so I didn't know where he was on the ship.
Yeah. I can't reproduce him, so I might as well just put something down for him.
Wait, Rose still has the alcohol, doesn't she?
I'm pretty sure she
Oh,
hasn't
but
used it.
stealing from a blind person, that might be a bit hard.
Yeah, I do so. Do so have the alcohol.
Yeah, don't forget that blind person can still kick your butt.
If she can catch me? Saying with
Force.
so much
You
confidence.
can.
Force.
You can certainly try.
Lest we forget, she picked up Illy and moved her out of the way at one point.
And has picked up Desric on multiple occasions. But no, Desric's turning to Draco and asking to see if perhaps Draco is interested in a friendly game of Pazak.
As soon as you mention that, he kind of just turns around and looks at you. Bazak, huh? Never was much on the Bazak player. I'll give it a shot. No credits, though.
Sure, I'm just looking for a distraction.
All right.
And Desert, I'm gonna want to make. I don't know if this would be a charm or a negotiation check, but basically through the process of playing cards with Draco, Desric is gonna try and look to get information out of the captain about, kind of where he's been, what he's up to. Try to
Yeah,
get a
that
sense
would
for
be
the man.
charm.
Okay.
I could also see it being cool as you're playing.
Yeah, because it's not coercion. He's not.
You're not intimidating him.
No.
You're just playing over a friendly thing of cards, but I could see it still being charm because you're trying to be charming. But I could see it cool as just you're playing it off with the cards.
Yeah, I think it's cool, more like disarming than charming.
Yeah.
Trying to see just
Oh,
some
you can
friendly
disarm.
banter.
Yeah, you can disarm
going.
with charm as well. But now the cards involved, if you wish to use cool, you can.
I'm gonna use cool. Oh, Desric is going to enjoy playing cards, I think. That's a triumph, 3 success, and an advantage.
Is that 3 success with the triumph? Yep.
Yes.
Minus the triumph, we had the exact same roll.
Wait, seriously, I don't succeed?
A 3-1.
No, because you have the triumph. Well, maybe.
No, if it's a 3-1, the success gets canceled.
True. But there's a triumph. And I'm debating on how to use this. It's not a heavy fail. So, ask a question. We'll see. What do you think on that? Illy.
Okay. I can't remember what equipment she was supposed to work on. So, Illy's gonna head to the cockpit, not realizing the two are playing a game.
Oh, yeah. Now force it back to Des and make him think on the spot harder.
I think
No,
I've
no.
got something.
This will be quick.
So, what
So,
does
yeah.
Desert ask?
So Desric, knowing that the captain is kind of brushed up against the pirates, is going to see what kind of information Draco might have on this pirates or the Hut cartel that's behind them.
About the time you ask that, Illy walks in. He kind of looks over at her, looks back to you, and says, well, I haven't really had a direct confrontation with the pirates, but they've been trying to stop this ship for quite some time. The thing is, this ship's too fast for them to get their net up. Just the way I like it.
Net? Desric asks.
Yeah, their interdiction field. That's how they trap their prey.
That's a pretty sophisticated piece of tech for pirates.
They're not pirates. They're mercenaries.
Desric's kind of raising an eyebrow.
The
I
Huds hired
thought
them. Oh, they're acting like pirates. That's their job. And as a bonus, they get to keep whatever they steal. But behind the scenes, under everything, they're mercenaries for the Hut cartel.
Then,
He looks over at Illy. Can I help you, love?
Actually, Desric, I need to borrow your last episode for a moment, if you don't mind.
And at this point, he kind of looks just like, yeah, I heard the part where you were married. It's just, I don't really get much attention here. I like to flirt a little.
I understand. For what it's worth, I'm not offended or anything.
Good.
Desert's gonna start to reach for the blaster at his hip and then look over to Illy. Which blaster?
Whichever one you'd like to work better in the time we have while we're under.
I don't suppose you could. How can I RP this in character? How can I like ask her to make them like a paired weapon so they work better together? Like, so that if I want to dual wield, they'll work.
Ask for a balance for. Yeah, you got these two weapons. You want to use them together. Ask for a better balancing.
Okay, so Desric will take the one off his hip, take the power pack out, um, and then he will also reach for the concealed holdout blaster, take the power pack out of that one, and then hand them both to Illy. Actually, if you wouldn't mind, been giving a bit of thought to our present circumstances, and I'm thinking it would be best if I could use them together. Maybe you could work on balancing so I can hold the holdout blaster in my offhand and fire both.
I can give it a try, sure. I need to do something. Frankly, I'm gonna go a little stir crazy, even if we're only here for a few hours. I'm sure you understand.
Only table I got left that could be used is the one in the lounge. Your friend Leo, he took all my big work stuff.
That'll be perfect. Though I might need to borrow a few pieces, bits and pieces here and there. If that's alright with you, I'll keep an inventory and let you know when I'm fit.
Yeah, sounds good. I can get Border Guild to pay me back that.
Thank you, Captain.
He nods and just goes back to his cards.
Okay, so yeah, she will take the pistols and basically just check in on engineering, grab a few bits and pieces that she might need, spare parts, stuff like that. Um, anything that might be compatible, and then she's going to give a nod to Leo and head over to the next room.
So Desric's gonna sit down and return to the card game. We can RP this, or I can make another roll and we can just kind of let time pass. But basically, I want to try and just Desric's gonna try and learn as much about the mercenaries, the Hut cartel, and just as much about this area of space, like the local planets, anyone who'd be willing to help fight the mercenaries, like just as much as he trade routes, anything kind of local lore, anything he can try and learn from the area that Draco might know.
Now, he gives you a lot of information on that, but any inquiries to him directly, he answers some and dodges others. But the question...
Okay, and we can just like take that into account. If I need future knowledge, can I just like use that as like a bonus to making lore checks or something?
Yeah. Well, actually, in this case, it'll be out of rim checks for this area only.
Okay, works for me.
That said, it's 23 hours. I'm assuming at some point some of you guys are going to want to take a nap, or at least.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
As much as Desert can sleep right now.
All right. So, time passes. Desert gets his knowledge. Illy works on the guns. Leo is fiddling with the Sir. And Rose is doing Rose. All right. And you get to sleep. At one point, I'm assuming Desert just pretty much falls asleep there in the cockpit.
Yeah, he's probably looking over the nav charts. He's probably got the Corellian system pulled up and just thinking about home.
All right. All right. So about 1 hour till arrival. Uh, the door to the port side opens up, and Draco walks in. I'm assuming Rose is still in there.
Yes, she is.
And that's kind of what I'm waiting on. What does Rose do? Draco has opened the door and is
Oh,
stepped
she's
through it.
probably sitting in a yes, sitting in a meditative state. She's a lot more focused on trying to see. It's kind of a priority right now.
Okay, where is Illy's bag in location? And where are you in location to the door? Or in this area?
I'm if you walk in, I would be like directly on the other side of the door. Her bag. To be honest, I've probably, for sake of Rose, she's probably moved it to where her bag is, so it's close to her stuff.
And that's in location next to you?
Oh, that's like my bag. My bag is like on my left. Illy's bag is on my right.
Okay. So you pay no attention to Drake coming in.
I mean, I'm trying to see, so I've probably tried to sense him at some point.
Now you can sense him, but you still haven't got that clarity that you did with Illy for a second.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
this energy, it's not the same ones that you're familiar with, though you've seen it recently, so you have a feeling that it is Drake. You still just gonna sit there?
Also, the door opens, so I've probably heard that.
Oh yeah, you heard that, and you do hear his footsteps.
All right, I look, I look in that general direction and say, "Can I help you with something?"
No, I just need to hit the comms.
Alrighty, I'm gonna use my. Can I use my sensibility to try and like track to where he goes, or can I just like use my perception to hear his footsteps?
Both. I mean, he's not making. He's not walking softly, but he's not intentionally, walking hard. You know what I mean? He's just normal walk. You can hear the clank of his
Yeah.
boots, and you can't fail to sense. So, you sense him in the room and where he's going, and he does head over to the terminal. You hear a few
Alrighty.
beeps and whatnot, and after a while, goes over the comms. Onderon Station. This is the Nighthawk. Approaching your area. Will be there in an hour. Have docking ready. And with that, he clears comms.
Alrighty. Just still trying to pay attention.
With that, he kind of leans back, sits there for a second, gets up, and walks right out.
Right. She relaxes a little bit more.
Okay. Mostly I did that because you did have a threat that said if he opened that door, he'd kill him or something.
I probably would, yeah. Yeah, no. It's just paying attention to him. That was
Either way. Uh-oh. We lost to Jonas.
I am here
Yeah.
though.
Okay, good.
I was gonna say, see him in chat, just not in the
I have a feeling that that was causing my yeah, I've been having a bad connection symbol over all of your stuff on Tabletop Simulator ages, so I was thinking it was going to happen.
Oh, not this again.
Gotcha.
Either way. Ow. Final hour. And you come right out of hyperspace in front of Alderaan. Everyone, you can feel the fact that you've just come out of hyperspace. And Desric, you're still in the cockpit with Drake. And you hear the Alderaan station come up. Nighthawk, good to see you. We have the docking bay open up. Proceed to docking bay, yada yada. Alright. On approach vector.
Ellie is going to finish putting those weapons back together. Having done the rebalancing, all that kind of stuff, I'm guessing we need to roll.
Yeah.
All right. Dang it. One success. 1, 2, 3, 4.
One success. 1-4.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 1-1.
Okay.
So it's not balanced in the sense of an offhand weapon being balanced with, the primary hand, but you did change the grip and the weight. So they're definitely different, but they're pretty much steady for one hand, but not counterbalancing, and basically it's not so great with dual wielding. So when Desric uses it, he will get a boost to using it by itself one-handed, both weapons, but not at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the terms of the weapon mods, the mod I would have requested would have been called paired weapons. There is a mod that adds one boost. I don't remember if that's. I don't think it's accurate. Jonas, do you have the mods?
Accurate
It's
is
accurate.
a weapon quality.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing we can make a note of it for now. We'll figure out the particulars later.
Okay.
So yeah, odds are she's, as much as she's trying to do something to stay focused and keep from being distracted, she was probably distracted.
Yeah, because you're on your way to get your daughter.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll pack those away and head over to the bridge. And we didn't really get a chance to go through it before on any particular stream, but she does have jury rigged one point in that, which I'll go through the particulars later, but she's going to apply that to the equalizer.
Oh, okay.
All right. Illy did not hear it, but Desric, you did. He is landing at Alderaan Station.
And I heard that they said welcome back, or no, what did they say? Good to see you. Like it sounded
Welcome.
like they recognized him.
Yeah, you didn't hear the communications he sent on Rose's end, but you did hear them say, "Greetings, Nighthawk. This is Alderaan Station. We have the docking bay set up. Proceed here. Path is clear."
Okay, so there was no familial greeting.
It's kind of, since you didn't hear the first one, you're not sure if this is a usual thing for him, or if it's pre-set up or what. But you remember the last time you were here, they were asking you, you know, where you need to go, what you need to do, etc., until you stated the code word. But in this one, everything seems to be pre-set up.
So Desert's going to turn to Draco. Did you radio ahead? Did they know we were coming?
Yeah, I radioed ahead to get us a docking bay. This way we can get it done quickly.
Ah. And Desert will just kind of keep the rest of his thought to himself.
At this point, Ely walks in.
Desric, did
Oh,
what I could.
we've been calling me Desmond in front of Draco.
Oh, right, Desmond, right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just say that it's a player forgot rather than a character forgot.
Yeah. Des, did the best I could. Here you go. Doesn't feel much different. But then again, I'm not used to wielding a weapon in each hand, so give it a try, see what you think.
Desert will kind of mock, draw each blaster, and it feels different, but not quite what he was looking for. But he appreciates the effort nonetheless, and simply nods his approval to Illy. Inserts the blaster packs on both of them, sets the primary blaster to stun and the holdout to kill, and holsters both of them.
Let's hope we don't need them.
Here's hoping, but well, I'd rather have them than not.
Agreed. Captain Drake, are we almost there?
Yeah, called ahead and got us a hangar. This hangar will take you anywhere on the planet you need to go. They've got transport to take you anywhere on the planet you need to go, is what he says.
All right, thank you. Now, if memory serves, we met on the station, not on the planet.
You met on the station around the moon of Onderon, not Onderon the planet. Which is where he's heading, is the station orbiting the planet.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, did we never get? We never gave him the directions.
Nope, it was
You were supposed to.
on arrival.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't realize that. So we should have been giving him different directions.
Yep. He was just told you were getting a passage to Onderon, and he already booked.
Okay. So at what point would we have recognized that where we were docking?
Probably just now.
Pretty much as soon as you got there, you would have looked out the viewport. You would see the navigation chart of him moving towards the station orbiting the planet.
Captain Darkstar, I'm afraid you were slightly misinformed. We are going to Onderon, but not to the planet. Mrs. Sabaray, do you have the coordinates?
I do, yes.
Draco, if you wouldn't mind, our destination is to the moon of Onderon. My employer has the coordinates.
1 second. He gets up on the comms. Onderon station. This is Nighthawk. Seems we got to change of plan. We're at the wrong station. Apologies. Your voice comes back. On to run station to Night Star. Sorry to hear that. I guess we'll look forward to your visit another time. Alright. Station, permission for the station has been opened to everyone. Alright, good luck in wherever you're going, Night Star. Or, Nighthawk. And the comments.
Sorry for the mix-up, Captain.
Oh, it's fine. Didn't think I would be taking you exactly where you needed to go, but oh well. So, where are we going?
There's a station around one of the moons. I've got the coordinates here. It's... well, I wouldn't say it's a completely legal place to go. I'm not intending to spend any more time than necessary.
Thanks to the exchange. Ain't nothing legal where they go.
But we're not expecting trouble. Just a business deal.
Save for the fact that they're probably not expecting this ship. Borgil told me you have your ship, and they'll most likely be expecting that.
I can smooth up that particular wrinkle.
Let's do that before we get there, shall we? But enter the
Indeed.
coordinates. I'll get us on our way.
And Desert will turn to Illy. Now, I think, would be a good time to make that call.
All right.
And Desert will give the coordinates to Drakel.
Alright. He follows the plotted course. You are now heading towards the moon and away from the station. The station on the planet. You're heading away from that one.
All right. Ellie's gonna head out into the corridor adjacent to the bridge and try and use her comm. See if she can reach the businessman without using the ship's comms.
Well, the comm begins to buzz. And after a little while, it's answered with a familiar voice. Hello, Ellie. Gonna talk to little miss, huh?
Yes, although I wanted to let you know so that you can let the businessman know. We're in the system. We're going to be there shortly.
Oh, he should have your ship. As soon as that gets on scanners.
Yeah, we're not on that ship. We're on a Nova courier designated Nighthawk.
Ah. Alright. What model is it?
I know it's a Nova, fairly customized. I don't know if there's a particular series it runs after.
Alright. The Nova Courier on intercept or on inbound course should be enough. I'll let him know.
Thank you.
I take it you were
Also,
successful.
let him know that Yes, we've got the rest of it.
Alright. Heading that way now.
Thank you.
And the comm cuts.
Okay, she'll put the comm away and just try and take deep breaths. And she's going to make her way over to the next, to the other pod.
Okay.
And she'll also come back to Desert and just let him know that the message has been relayed. They are expecting the courier.
Very good. Here's hoping.
Well, hope they get it in time. We're almost there. Pretty much with that, the comms ends open up. Nova Courier. This is... I never actually named the station.
I think it was just Onderon Station, wasn't it?
No,
Something.
that was one of the stations around the planet.
Oh, okay.
It's the businessman station. It won't be overstated. Something simple, clean.
Yeah. This is Onderon Resort Station. You have clearance for an approach vector. Please head to the assigned docking bay. It's on your nav charts now. And with that, the comm ends. Pleasant bunch, aren't they? Alright, laying in a course. We're on our way to the docking bay.
And does check the charts, the exterior layouts, and his weapons one last time.
As you check the charts, it is the same hangar bay you guys were in last time.
Any sign of that other ship they were stripping of its cargo?
You haven't got there.
I was just wondering if we could see it on sensors.
No, you just see the station. Okay, with that, Illy, you enter Rose's pod.
Hello, Rose. How are you doing?
Yeah. Okay for now.
That's good. She'll head over to her bag and start double checking, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, including the artifact.
Everything's where it's supposed to be, but I don't think Rose locked everything up. It definitely looks messed with. But it's also not where
Okay.
you left it.
Yeah. Well, it's by Rose's stuff. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's by me for safekeeping.
She'll kind of look over. Just, is everything all right?
Yeah. Is there a problem?
No problem. It's just, I know you and this holocron have something of a. Well, it's
I know.
all right. We're gonna be landing soon.
Alrighty. And she's gonna grab her bag and then stand up. Just like hold onto Illy's shoulder. Lead the way.
Okay. Just we're not here to hurt anyone if we can at all avoid it, right?
I don't plan on fighting someone.
Okay. So yeah, she'll shoulder her bag and start leading Rose down the corridor.
Yeah, I'm following with.
Tough is, or not tough, but Jonas, is your Steam just acting up or something?
How do you mean?
You get kicked again.
Yeah. No, that's not. That's not Jonas.
That's
That's Rick.
overkill. I was like, wait, I'm still here. aren't I?
Yeah, it appears to be me. Am I still coming through?
You're coming through.
Yep, we can hear you. How much do you want to bet it's gonna toss everyone again?
Yeah, everyone's gonna get tossed at least once, apparently.
Yep.
I was gonna say, am I gonna have to go, Mr. Milan? I don't feel so good.
I'm watching global chat and everyone's like, oof, lagged, DC'd. So apparently it's system wide.
Ah, wonderful, Stephen.
Gotcha. Oh, that chat. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's minimized for me. Okay.
Same. So
The two
yeah,
of you
she's
are
also
heading
gonna
somewhere.
basically heading for the, I guess essentially the ramp. We're not gonna go down it just yet. But
Yeah.
she's
I don't
also,
think you want to walk and vacuum.
no. She's also
Why
gonna
not? It'll be fun.
let.
I mean, I can.
I don't know. I think it would.
All right. What's
Nothing really.
well? You kind of cut off, but we're used to it now.
Oh, okay.
So, Leo,
Yep.
you can tell you got out of hyperspace, but no one's really told you much about what happened. Or what's
Yeah.
Uh,
And he's too
Yep.
busy sampling Sir to even notice. No one has come to get him.
Illy was actually just about to calm him as well.
you must gather forth your party to continue.
Pretty much. Leo, are you there?
You probably hear like an electronic screwdriver or something like yeah, electronic screwdriver. It stops and then he goes, "This is Leo."
Leo Tilly. We're about to arrive at the station. By chance, are
Okay.
you ready to go?
Well, I mean, I had hoped that I had had more time to assemble Sir for this, but I suppose you'll have to remain in his old form for now. I will pack up what parts I have, and I'll follow. I'll follow you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. During all this, the Nighthawk enters the hangar bay. Desric, now that you can see the hangar bay, it's clear, clean, spotless.
Interesting. Then again, I guess we have been gone a while. Desric will ready himself to leave the bridge, but will motion over to Draco before leaving. Captain, keep the engines running. I don't expect any trouble, but this is the exchange.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave the ship.
Yeah, and I'd arm whatever defense measures you have the moment we leave the ship.
Most of the things I got on this is meant to take down large ships. Not exactly being inside a station worthy of blowing things up.
I'm more thinking personnel.
Yeah, that's what I was
This
mentioning. I don't have any light arms.
well, a blaster and a little gumption always goes a long way. These guys are little more than pirates, but they are well organized.
Oh,
Just
God.
stay aboard the ship and keep the engine running.
Plan on it. Be careful.
Always. And Desric will walk out of the cockpit to join the rest of the crew.
Jonas, I love it.
Alright, so
That's true.
I'm not sure if Leo's leaving or staying there.
I'm staying. I'm not staying. I'm coming.
All right, so everybody's going this time.
Yep.
Yep.
And pretty much Drake is right, coming right behind Desric. Though at this point he does have his blaster ready. By the way, it's a heavy blaster. This thing's big.
Not hoping for a fight.
Oh,
It's
I'm
good to
just
know we'll be
staying
ready
here
for
at the
it.
ramp. No one's gonna come up without my permission.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Be safe.
Always. And yeah, so I guess we will head down the ramp once it's ready.
Oh, it's down.
All right. Ellie's going to lead Rose again.
Yep. She follows reluctantly.
Alright. As you guys get to the ramp, Drake heads over to, behind some cargo boxes and just lowers his gun on the box and, gets in a position to defend while being covered. And I DC'd.
Son of a gun.
Rose.
Actually, I think it was Lance. And I gotta remember to cut out the part where I'm entering the password. Oh, so it was just me?
Looks like.
Mhm.
Yeah, you rolled the despair.
Arr. Okay. Alright, so you're all off the station. Or not off the station, off the ship. In the landing bay. And a small group dressed as, station security, just like last time, approaches you and waves you over. Please follow us.
All right. And yeah, she will do.
Alright. So, you begin to follow him. This group. And once more you are taken into the first room. I have no idea what you're talking about, Overkill.
The package finally came. I can stop running away now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
And you're back into the original room with all those displays, whether you want to call them trophies or just, a mini museum, it might as well be. You're told to wait, but not long, because the businessman begins to walk in. Well, I was expecting a call ahead. I take it you have, according to your friend, you have the artifact.
That's right.
Let me see it.
She'll open up her bag and take the artifact out, but she's not handing it over just yet.
He examines it. Ah, that looks like it's it. He snaps his fingers. And a door opens. You see only two people. Aaron, who is holding the first part of the artifact, and Sharon, who is right by his side.
Okay. Illy almost starts walking right toward them.
And at this point, uh, they start walking towards the businessman. And as they get there, he looks at them. Aaron, if you, no. What was his last name? I forgot. Koga. Mr. Koga, if you would, see if it fits this artifact. Sharon, if you would stay by my side for a minute.
As this is happening, I want to make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm looking for any signs of coercion, harm to the girl, or threats to our immediate welfare. Shit.
Son of a...
You see nothing. But what you do see is Sharon doesn't look harmed, but she looks highly uncomfortable. Whether or not this is due to, her mom's right there and she can't go see her, or anything else, you do not know.
Right.
That said, I rolled 3 failure on 2 die, so.
Yeah, Ellie is doing her best to remain calm and trying to reassure Sharon from where she is.
Well, Aaron walks forward, and he has the first artifact in one hand, and he holds out his other hand for the piece you have. He is, obviously within arm's reach, and the businessman a bit further behind with Sharon. They're out of arm's reach, even for Aaron.
Can I make a basics? How far can I sense away is the businessman?
He is within short range.
Fuck, never mind.
Okay, Ellie is going to hand over the remaining piece of the artifact.
Alright, so Aaron takes it. He kind of pops it up in the air ever so often to turn it until he finds that hole and gets it where he wants it. He kind of examines both pieces and eventually figures out how to put it together what looks to be correctly. And as the two pieces connect, you hear a click and a sudden yet short-lived glow goes through it. Not all at once, more like from the side that he connected with to the opposite side. So from bottom to top. Yeah, this looks like it, boss. Also had that weird glow. Authentic? He kind of turns around, doesn't move towards it, but turns around and holds it up. And he rotates it to let the businessman see all sides. Yeah, it looks like it. He kneels down and looks at Sharon and kind of turns her towards him because she's still looking at her mom. All right. I was like, wrong accent. All right, my dear. I'll miss having you aboard. You're welcome to come back any time, though I don't think your mom would enjoy it. He gives her kind of a pat and a rub on the head. Go see your mom. With that, she turns and bolts straight at Illy. And
I
just
let go
straight
of
up
Illy.
jumps.
I'd like let go of Illy and then like take a step to the side.
Okay, Ellie will catch her.
Make a dexterity check now.
Pretty much. Yeah, she's not letting.
As soon as Sharon is in Illy's arms, is when Aaron turns around and walks towards the businessman and hands him the artifact.
Can I sense anything from the artifact? If it's still calling to me, if it's doing something that I can feel?
You kept hearing the second half say, complete me, complete me, complete me, and as soon as it connects, it ended. It's been quiet, but you have a new feeling from it. A sense of wholeness, yet still missing something. But more like it doesn't, like it's completely unaware of this feeling. Like whatever is in there, it's not a memory, it's an actual thing. While the thing does not feel whole, it does not realize that. You feel it feeling that it's finally back together when in fact you sense differently.
It's not, yeah. Alrighty. Just gonna stay still, hands behind her, like back, standing up straight as she can.
This will make my boss happy. Pleasure doing business with you. Unfortunately, I do not like how this was done, but such is the business here. I suggest you get out quickly, just in case my boss may want you for anything else.
All right.
Though it'll be about a week before he comes here.
Thank you
Then
for
we'll
keeping
take
your
our
word.
leave.
Oh! He snaps his fingers. I almost forgot. The rest of your payment. And with this, you see another guard come up with a small box. I mean, it's a good size, but it's small. But he hands it to Desric. But before he fully relinquishes it, he opens it up, and inside you see perfectly stacked hard currency of credits. And each chip is, representing of a large sum for this. This way it could fit into a small box, and you would guesstimate that this does equal the 80,000 that he has yet to pay you.
And DC'd.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yep. There everyone else goes.
I'm guessing that was Lance's turn.
So it would seem I'm gonna flush the sheets, save the session as is, and reload.
Alrighty.
It's a little early. Do we want to take a break or do we want to try and wrap up this scene?
It's only
Um,
slightly
won't
early,
take
but
me long to-
remember, I only have about an hour before I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reboot
We can keep going.
the
That's
game
fine.
here, and then
All right. So Desric will look down, do a quick little bit of mental math, and then look over to the businessman. I hope I don't have to count it.
You don't have to, but it would be a smart thing. And I won't take offense, unlike others.
So Desric will quickly at least count the stacks and check the stacks are all the same depth and
They're all the
ensure
same
that there
depth,
is.
they're all the same amount, and doing the math, it takes you a second, because you're used to, not hard currency. But it comes out exactly 80,000.
We're good here. Desric will nod to the rest of the crew. I would say it's been a pleasure, but it hasn't. Nonetheless, I am satisfied that things turned out for the benefit of everyone involved.
He nods. I do apologize about my boss. You can see why people prefer to deal with me rather than him.
Understandably. Now, if you don't mind, we'll take our leave.
By all means.
And Desric will motion for Illy and Sharon to get out of there first. And he'll kind of swing next to Rose and have Rose take his arm as he goes to walk out.
I take the arm, I get as close to like Desric's ear as I can. I say, "There's something wrong with the artifact." I say it like really quietly.
Make
going.
a
And
stealth roll.
Ellie is holding on to her daughter and moving for the exit. Not running, just, not letting Sharon go.
You guys fine if I roll I use a destiny point?
Definitely.
Yes.
What are you doing with the
Do
destiny?
you have any bonuses for stealth?
Upgrading my roll. Yeah, I do. I'm going to use my touch of fate as well.
Table is back up.
Well,
For
it's
everything you've got, I
It's a nice pool of 3 yellow and 4 blue.
Alright, everybody give me a quick quietness, because I want to cut this part out of the recording as well. Alright, that should be good. I hate the fact that tabletop displays the password.
Yeah.
God, I hope this video doesn't come out weird. I have a feeling it will.
Weird how so?
Because it's still recording this in ultra wide.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm ready to roll this.
Oh, go ahead and roll.
Yes, please.
Oh, I thought you were going to use your physical.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
So, 4
4 success, a
successes,
triumph, and 6
6
advantage.
advantage. That's a roll.
No one hears it, except for Desric.
I was gonna say, you're so stealthy, the person you were talking to didn't even hear it.
Exactly.
Desric will say nothing, just nod.
I have sight beyond sight, even though I don't have sight. Question mark?
So as soon as they have left the room, Desric will respond to Rose.
Okay, I'm not saying anything.
Well, what did Desric say to respond to her?
Oh, I'm waiting. I didn't know how long it's going to take us to get outside, but Desric is waiting till.
Well, nothing stops you, and you all walk outside.
So as Desric, as they get back outside, Desric will simply say, "We can discuss it," and he's whispering back to her as quietly as he can. "We can discuss it when we get back on the ship, but best we're out of here before they figure it out."
That's what I plan. Again, whispered quietly back.
Do we need to make additional checks, or are we good?
And we'll use Rose's checks.
Yes!
But
That makes me feel
besides,
good
there's
inside.
not really much around to hear you. Except for the normal Cortair, which they're not even caring what you say, because nothing really big has dropped. You make your way back to the ship. The ramp goes down. You actually hear Driggle's voice. State who you are before you come up.
It's us, Illy, Desric, company. Rose, Leo, my daughter. Can we come aboard, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You come up the ramp. You see Drake. He's still got his gun out, and he is at the ready. But it's obviously he's not pointing at you. He's pointing at anybody else who may follow you up. As soon as you get up, he clicks something on his wrist, and the ramp comes up. He lets out a sigh. Whew. That was tense. Sorry about that, but someone did try to come up.
Who?
Don't know. Said it was one of the crew of the station. I told him he's more than welcome to come aboard if he doesn't mind losing a few limbs. He didn't come up.
Probably for the best. And Illy is finally going to put Sharon back down on her feet and just hold her. And she's pretty much about ready to fall apart at that point.
Suggestion: we should probably leave immediately.
Seconded.
You notice the Drake is no longer there.
The what?
Drake is no longer there.
Drake.
I will get.
Oh,
on
he's
the
he's
investigation.
already headed back to the good.
I will get on the
Rose.
investigation.
Where do you want to be? Desric will kind of.
She looks like. She looks a bit annoyed and a bit confused. See, I don't know. I'm not sure if we should leave.
What do you mean?
The artifact. It's still incomplete. It needs something else, but I don't know what it is.
With all due respect, Rose, we have to prioritize getting Miss Eliana's daughter to safety.
That is why. Desric, take me back to my side of the ship.
Of course. And Desric will walk with her cautiously. As they leave the main crew area, Desric will whisper to her, "Rose, what are you thinking?"
I don't know. It's just missing a part, and I think we need to find it.
That thing, when he combined it, it glowed blue. Did it... I don't know how to say this. Did it make a sign, a signal?
It did.
So is
But
it possible the shade will come looking for it?
potentially,
We know the captain and the shade are hunting it. If it sent out some kind of signal, I want to get as far away from here as possible. Let the exchange deal with the Empire.
What parts of the artifact did we get? We got
You get two parts.
we had two parts.
The
We had
bottom
the
panel with the crystal, and then the second half, which
bottom panel
was
and crystal.
everything else, all connected into one. It's just missing the bottom half.
Yeah. So we had the bottom, the crystal, and the rest of the casing of it.
And the rest of the casing had all the internals.
And yeah. Desiree, how are they going to activate it? There must be some way to activate some sort of that thing.
Well, they
And they
need
don't have
one
a
of
force user because they didn't feel anything.
exactly. They need one of you. I mean, no offense, to activate it. This is just going to some ritual collector who won't even know what to do with it. It'll sit it as a trinket on his desk to make him feel important.
At some point, we might have to pay a visit.
First, we need to get everyone to safety, and you need to recover. You can't storm that place in the condition you're in now, and none of us are good enough to back you up. Let's get out of here. Get Illy's daughter safe.
That's what I was thinking.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I'm going to leave this with you, Desric. Kind of takes her hand and puts it on the little chest or box of credits they received. We can divvy it up once we're back at the Raven.
Okay. She takes the box and puts it down. Eventually, I'm guessing we've gotten to the port side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to put it down her bag and put the chest next to her on the other side, the chest on one side, and just sit down and just look to Desric. Do what you need to do. I need some time to think.
Yeah, I'll leave you be. Call me if you need anything.
She stays silent.
And Desric will go rejoin the rest of. No, actually, he's going to head to the cockpit. He's eager to get GTFO.
Alright, where's Illy and Leo?
Leo would have followed the captain to the bridge to program the hyperdrive.
Alright, do an astrogations roll.
Mm-hmm. Free.
Alrighty. Not long after, Desric does what he's doing with Rose, the ship is taking off. What is Illy doing during that whole time? Just being with their daughter?
Yeah. Asking if she's okay,
She's okay. She's
doing
well
what she
taken care
can to
of.
basically make sure she's unharmed.
She did bring like a little suitcase with her, and it's full of all kinds of clothes, but she seems very well taken care of. There is nothing to indicate that she was, even not even the pirates themselves hurt her. So whatever kind of facilities that he has aboard that station are top notch.
Okay, yeah, she is very relieved. Yeah, standing out in the middle of the The ramp, though, is not exactly the best option. She's going to move Sharon over to the lounge, essentially.
Probably gonna need to get a token for her soon.
Yeah.
So Desric's only going to make it out to the lounge before he's going to go, oh shit, and he's going to run back to where Rose is.
You see her like sitting down, like not in a meditative stance, but just like just trying to chill.
Desric is going to rush over to her and reach for the box. How could I be so stupid? Never let your guard down. Rose, do you sense anything off with the girl or with the tracker? Or with the credits? Any energy sources?
Okay, I'm gonna go try and sense the case, see if there's like because I mean the case would have credits in it. Is there something else that feels out of place inside the suit?
Yeah, it's hard currency, so there should be no like energy coming from the crate. So if there's any energy readings,
You sense no energy from
that
the
would
crate.
be a giveaway.
Alrighty. Well,
So
it wasn't just energy. It was just anything out of place inside the
Nope.
case.
It just feels like a case with credits.
All right, can't sense anything there. I stand up and I put my hand on Desric's shoulder and said, "Take me to the girl."
1 second, I want to check for any old school trackers, and I want to make a skullduggery roll to check for trackers. I rolled a 3-3.
All right. You look it over. You don't find any type of trackers or anything like that. It's just a box of credits. You feel satisfied.
Okay, that's half the riddle solved. Let's be delicate with this next bit, Rose. We don't want to offend mom or daughter.
She like stay silent.
And so Desric will lead Rose out to the lounge.
By the time you get to the lounge, you feel the usual of entering hyperspace. And you hear the captain over the comm. Okay, we can all relax now. We are in hyperspace en route to Rim's Hope. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Smoothest operation ever. Well, at least that this ship is seeing.
You probably hear a voice in the background with Leo going, "Do not say such things." That is when things start going wrong.
We're in hyperspace. Unless they have a tracker on this ship, they can't track us. Luckily, I've got something on the front of the ship that will nullify most of those effects. They'd have to use something severely sophisticated, and I've only ever seen the Empire have something like that.
Exactly why you shouldn't say such things. And then Leo gets up and starts heading back to his workshop. Quote unquote.
Yeah, I think chances are by this point, Kelly's probably sat down with Sharon, basically just trying to calm her down, maybe get some rest, that kind of stuff.
The calm isn't so, or the emotion isn't so much as frantic, or anything like that. She's just very happy to see her mom, but she's also very talkative, very excited. It seems she had actually a lot of fun back there.
Okay, yeah, in that case, she's listening.
I want to see if I can sense anything from the girl.
From the outside of the
Anything
lounge?
like as much as I can get like short range in. I'm guessing
She's in short
that
range.
is about short range, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Trying to
right.
sense anything inanimate on her, like a tracking device, basically.
Roll your sense and perception. So your force die and your perception.
Fuck you. Flipping that destiny point. I saw that. Oh, that's not good. 1.4.
Okay.
Too light in the dark.
All right. You can turn those lights into success.
Right, so 3
Well,
point.
success or advantage, however you want to do it.
Successes. I'll make them. 3.4 then.
Okay. You do not sense any tracker, any inanimate object besides, her dresses and whatnot that she seems to have taken with her in the suitcase. There does not seem to be any tracker. That said,
Could I sense that into the suitcase as well, or?
yes, you could sense it to the suitcase. That said, the moment you kind of reached out, things quiet down.
What does that mean?
As in they're talking?
Talking, yes, and even for Rose, her senses, she just senses something quiets down. Like maybe something's here, but is gone.
I got nothing, Desiree. We're in the clear.
Okay. I don't want to disrupt them further. Just, I don't know how to phrase this, but keep watch over her.
That was a plan of mine. Can I sense any, like, I don't know, something else coming off the girl? Not like living or non-living stuff, like force, basically. Is there something like
Nope.
there that might have felt off for me?
The moment you tried to sense, and that quietness that came the moment you did, that has you felt off, but you're not feeling anything from the girl.
Alrighty.
Well, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
After you. Still, like,
And
one hand on Desrick's shoulder.
Desert will lightly knock on the door to the lounge before going to enter.
Sorry, say that again. You were knocking?
Yeah, Desert is lightly knocking on the door to the lounge where Illy and Sharon are.
Just a moment.
And Desert will wait.
DMing going on. Give it a second.
Copy that.
Just some clarification with background and whatnot, so nothing big.
That's what they all say.
So yeah, it's a few moments, and then eventually he's just come in.
So Desric will lead Rose into the room.
Yeah, I'm following with.
Desric will look to Illy. My apologies for intruding. I thought introductions might be in order. And Illy, if I could have a quick word?
Sure. What is it?
We checked the money. It's clean. But, well, I'm concerned that the businessman may have given something to your daughter with ulterior motives than altruism.
Right. Speak plainly, please.
You're her mother. You'll know what she should and should not have, and what, well, how to put this delicately as possible, to check to make sure she's not been hurt or implanted with anything. Rose can only sense so much through the Force, and I don't wish to violate anyone's privacy, but I'm worried that, given the nature of our counterparts, they might not honor their agreements. Desric is saying this all in a very hushed tone. He doesn't want to alarm the young girl.
I see. Well, we're on our way. We can certainly tend to that. Though I agree, introductions are in order. Sharon, these are my friends. Captain Desmond and Rose.
You see her tightly against her mother. Her eyes are on Rose, but she seems to be trying to hide in some sense. But she does manage a hello.
Desric will nod to the young girl. Your mother has told us so much about you. We're very glad you're safe now.
Thank you for helping her.
It's our pleasure. She's been a great help to both of us. Desric will kind of nudge Rose to say something.
She says she doesn't say anything.
Rose doesn't talk very often. She's a bit shy sometimes.
Nevertheless, we're glad you're safe and back with your mother. We'll leave you to be. If you need anything, Illy, you know how to reach us.
Can I feel the girl looking at me?
Yes. If you're curious, through your senses, you can see her, her energy and whatnot. Looks normal, and it has some similarities with Illy.
Is it similar to that of Desric's?
No. when I say similar, as in you can tell this is Illy's child through her aura.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. She kind of looks in the vague direction of the child, waves, and come on, Desiree.
Desert
Des,
was
I should
already
say.
turning to lead them out.
Go on, I follow with.
All right. So the two of you have exited the room.
Yeah.
And we're walking back to the I don't know, the comms. That was the comms area.
Port side thing.
Yeah, no one's asked him what this part is.
Okay.
And as you do, as you leave, a little while after it, Sharon looks to her mother and says, Noah told me to be careful of that woman.
Noah?
Did she say why?
No. I think it's actually... Is it Noah or is it no?
No.
And that's pretty much all she says as she kind of leans in and closes her eyes.
Alright. Well, if you don't mind, gonna take a quick look through your things here. Make sure there's nothing here that shouldn't be, alright?
Okay.
Try and get some rest. I won't say to ignore her. Rose has been a great help. And for what it's worth, I trust her. But I also expect that you'll trust your feelings.
I do. But I also trust no.
Has she been back?
Not since... Not since she left. She's gone. She said she went to look for Dad.
Well, let's hope she succeeded then. But for now, we're back together. And your father will hold true to his promise. He'll find us.
I hope so. No look worried.
If you feel anything where he is, these are things I don't understand, but I do trust you. You'll tell me.
Yeah. But I
All right.
feel like we need to find Daddy right away.
Did you feel anything where he was?
No. I feel uncomfortable.
What do you mean?
I can't explain it. I feel uncomfortable, and even when you were trying to help me, I felt like I should be looking for Daddy.
Well, the last your uncle heard, he was on Mandalore. I haven't heard much of anything since.
Uncle
But we
said
still
he was
have his
going.
comm.
Uncle said he was going to go straight to Mandalore as soon as you picked me up.
All right. It's a start. Maybe he can pick up a thread. He's a little more accustomed to certain folks that you meet in those areas.
Yeah, he said one of his acquaintances actually talked to him not long after he got the report that he was there.
Did he say who it was?
No, I don't think he fully trusts the guy.
Well, that's probably wise. We're going to be heading somewhere safe. Well, safer at any rate. It's still pretty dangerous. So stay close, alright?
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, try and get a little bit of rest.
Okay.
So, yeah, she'll basically set Sharon up on one of the benches or cots here and then check things out for bugs and whatnot. And otherwise, she's not leaving her daughter's.
Alright, as you open her suitcase, you see all the dresses, but you see uh, another box in there. It is long but small. Um, you're guessing anything in there would be some kind of handheld.
Alright, she'll carefully open the box.
You see a staff, except this, well, not a staff, more like some kind of training weapon. It is blunted, and from the looks of it, it can extend out. This is its carrying mode. You suspect that this is, something that she used to train with Aaron, possibly a gift from the businessman.
Alright. Sharon's still not quite asleep yet, or?
No, she's laying down, but her eyes are open. She's just kind of watching.
Is this yours, sweetheart?
Uh huh. We were looking for something to train me and Uncle, and the businessman kind of gave us some training staffs. He watched us on our first two events, and he had a laugh that I could take Uncle so easily. So he gave me that.
Well, I'm glad he was able to help in some degree.
He was really
Is
nice.
he the only. From what I understand, he has family, so I think he knew what you were going through. Is he the only one who saw you practice?
No.
Who else?
A few of his men. I think he brought them in to have them bet. Some money, some credits was exchanged, but they all had a good laugh.
Well, there is that. And she's going to try and not look concerned that anyone else saw her practicing like that.
Oh, whether or not
So,
they would know what it is, or just usual, uh, whatever martial arts would be used for this, they don't know. But they had a good laugh, that's for sure.
all right. Well, she will continue going through the rest of the stuff just to see if there's anything there that shouldn't be.
All just dresses and that one training weapon.
All right. Well, she'll carefully fold and pack everything away. I'm very glad they looked out for you. Though I'm sure you understand we're not really going to be going back there ever again, right?
I figured.
All right. Well, once the dust settles from this, we'll see about finding your father. But with luck, he'll find us first.
She nods and closes her eyes.
Okay, Ellie will sit down with her and just basically comfort her while she rests.
All right. Anybody else
And
doing
I
anything?
don't think she's going to be sleeping.
But how long is it going to take us to get back to the station?
With the station being, where it's at and exact coordinates can be a pain.
Mm-hmm.
About a day and 3 hours. You only had one success left over.
So
Okay.
27 hours instead of 23.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Okay, so if I dedicate 6 hours, 21 hours. Okay. Can I roll a discipline check to basically keep myself awake to finish the work?
You're a droid. You only need to
I'm sure
sleep when you.
droid. Yeah.
I need to power off to recharge, but if you are willing to say that I can work through my recharge cycle, I'll take it.
You can, but for every hour, we can just add a single point of strain.
Sure. Let's do that. I'll take 4 strain then. Okay, so by the time of our arrival, Sir's new chassis will be built.
Nice.
All right. Just got to determine what the effects are.
Oh, I have.
Okay.
He will be a narrow profile, which means he'll get range defense, and unusually small, which basically gives him a silhouette of 0.
Wasn't he already a silhouette of 0?
Yes, but now he's got a bigger body with better stats, but he's...
Well, true, but even an astrometric droid is still a silhouette 0.
Yeah, but he wouldn't... Given the silhouette of it normally, like the labor droid, it's classified as bigger, and you need to spend advantage on to get a small silhouette. And basically, I want to have it the size that it can fit on Leo's back like a backpack. So that's why I'm getting it like that. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from transferring Sir again later on down the line with a better body. But right now, this is what I want to do.
All right. Anybody else doing anything during the trip?
Just every so often try and walk through the corridors without help. Just like to the door and back, maybe a little bit further down the corridor, come back.
Well, as long as you keep
All
your
the while
hand on
trying
the
to make
wall, you're
sense.
fine on that, Sander.
Yeah.
Desric is probably going to entertain himself in the cargo space or one of the lounge. Well, the lounge is kind of taken up by Ellie and
Well,
Sharon, so
it's-
he'll probably...
It's not like you're not allowed.
Yeah, Desric, I think just because of his state of mind with his parents, feels a little awkward being around Illy. But like the whole family thing right now is kind of touchy, given his mental state. So I think he's looking for a quiet place to play some Pizak by himself and maybe try and get some sleep.
Was there anything in the cargo space?
They're
The cargo
boxes,
hold?
but beyond that, you don't know what's in them.
No, well, I don't really, I don't care what's in them. Is there space in the cargo?
Oh yeah, it's not crowded, but there's some boxes around the corner.
Leo will come to Illy and Desert towards the end of the flight.
Okay. You got about an hour before you reach the station.
Yep. And he goes, Desmond and Miss Eliana.
Yes.
I require some testing of Sir's new flight capability. Do I have volunteers?
Volunteers for what?
Test flights. I wish to observe the flights. If I program the flight patterns, it'll be not as random as if you two flew.
All right. Do we need to come back there to the engineering section?
I will bring the empty shuttle to the cargo bay. It has the space there.
So I'm guessing this is some sort of piloting check? I'm hoping it's not a computer's check.
I guess that would be on how it works. I mean, you're not directly piloting it. It's more like programming a course.
Well, I mean, the way that Leo would have set it up is if it's basically like an art kind of deal.
Yeah, because if it's flying like a drone, you could apply the same skills as piloting. If it's like flying like a satellite where you have to manually enter commands to the drone.
No,
Like
no, it wouldn't be like that. It
so
would
if
be
it's
like a drone.
yeah, if it's flying like a drone, I would argue that that's a piloting check.
Okay. It's in a small
So-
space, so it would be planetary.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, I have ranks in that. Oh, wait.
You're blind.
I mean,
So yeah, sure, Desert will give it a go.
Okay. He looks over at Desric and goes, "Careful not to damage it."
Aw, Leo, are you worried?
I'm concerned that 2 days worth of work will have gone down the drain if it's broken before I even put
Honestly, I don't even know what to roll against it.
Is Sharon awake at the moment?
Yeah. She's with you watching, if you're in there.
Yep. Yeah, we'll both go.
Leo, what would be the difficulty on this one? It's your project.
It really depends on what Desric is trying to do. Like, it depends on whether he's, just doing like a simple flight, or if he's trying to do some tricks and turns, in which case it'd probably go up.
This is Desric we're talking about.
Exactly.
Desric is going to be weaving through the boxes. Desric is going to try and drone race through the boxes.
Okay, so
Okay, drone race. Yeah, the difficulty's gonna go
Yeah.
up.
I was gonna say, yeah, just
Oh,
imagine
boy.
if he was doing that in the ship and then apply the difficulty.
Well, hey, my roll's pretty good here. This is 4 success, 2 advantage.
Who are you and what have you done with Overkill?
Okay, so flip a destiny point is what you're telling me to do.
Hey, I already made the roll.
Ooh.
I can still
That-
I can still upgrade it or downgrade yours and make a reroll if I want to.
Well, that's just rude.
GM, motherfucker.
Oh no.
All right, I got a 2-2.
It has been said that we
That's
need
a
to use the
success.
destiny points more often.
That is
so
true.
here you go.
Well, I mean, I could, but I succeeded.
What'd you got left over?
I still have 2 success,
2.
no advantage. So I had 4-2. You rolled 2-2. So
Okay.
I succeed.
All right, so it's moving pretty quick and it's weaving throughout the boxes. Now the boxes are strewn around on the sides neatly, and there is some distance between them, but it seems to be a decent flight run.
I'd say he flies pretty good, Leo.
Oh, yeah, that's not too bad for my first attempt at making a drop. Let's hope my programming skills are up to snuff too.
Desert may keep flying, sir, around just for fun. No more racing. Just kind of
In circles.
playing. Yeah, just kind of playing around, waiting for Illy to arrive.
Oh, she's been in there.
Yeah, we've been watching.
Sharon's kind of excitedly watching the. I'm assuming it's just the chassis for sir.
That's basically all it is. It's an empty husk right now.
Yeah, she's kind of watching it. She seems interested, very interested.
Not a bad first flight, Desric. Sorry, Desmond. Arg.
Yeah, now poor Sharon's gonna be really confused the first time you actually call me Desric. Because you
Yeah.
introduced me as Desmond.
Actually, I thought I said Des, but yeah.
No,
Either
you,
way.
Oh, did
you
you
did
say-
say Desmond at one point.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, we can address that when the time.
Okay. Desmond, if you don't mind handing over the datapad to Miss Eliana, and
Sure. And Desric will hand it over.
Okay. Yeah, she'll take an easy run at it. She's not going to try and do anything fancy.
Okay.
Planetary.
Yep.
Three success, a triumph, and an advantage. So modified for success.
Blank.
Perfection.
Nice.
amazing.
That's actually a really solid roll for those dice.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain a bit.
Leo's basically analyzing the flight patterns and stuff, and he's perfect.
It's not as erratic
Now-
as Desric, but after she gets a feel for it with that triumph, she starts making it do a few cool little tricks and maneuvers, mostly to because her daughter's like really interested.
Now,
Yeah,
I believe...
Illy will.
Go on,
Sorry.
sir.
Illy will kind of kneel down while she's doing this and kind of let Sharon watch what she's doing with the controls. And so it's kind of a combination testing the system and showing her daughter kind of thing.
Now, after a while, Leo is going, I believe I need a third test subject. Or test pilot in this case.
Okay. Illy will look over at Sharon.
Sharon looks up at Leo. Are you sure? I've never piloted anything.
Hence why it will be such a good test.
Okay. I hope I don't break it. And she holds her hands up for the data pad.
Okay. Illy will hand the data pad over and observe.
Okay.
Won't intervene unless there's something seriously wrong.
What would her piloting skill be?
Not good.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
you
I
also
don't
got
know.
to take in her agility.
Let me just pull up the sheet.
I was about to say, yeah, you made a sheet for her.
Wow, you have a sheet for her? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, considering that she's a badass with a melee weapon, apparently, I asked for the sheet.
Base agility.
All she has is base agility, no piloting.
Yeah, no piloting, so 3 green.
All right, she's not going to try anything
Damn.
fancy.
If she's not,
Eesh.
it's.
What were you saying, Des?
I was just gonna say, as a kid, she probably won't have any ranks in piloting, but whatever her base agility is, you could use that.
Well, as a kid,
And I imagine
Anakin
it's
had
fairly
ranks in
good.
piloting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
also-
was a pod racer.
But he was
He's
still a
still
kid. Either way, she's also never
Is-
piloted anything before, so
yeah,
she
is
still has a
Sir
difficulty.
is Sir taking a bump on the noggin?
I rolled a 1. She rolled a 1-3.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
So, as she pokes the data pad, he kind of janks around. She quickly moves it, and it doesn't smack into anything, but it is, going erratically.
Yeah, Leo is. Yeah, he's seemingly noting something down in his data banks, and he looks over and goes, "Perfect. That is just what I wanted."
That's far from perfect.
He's still flying. You're doing well.
More like he's hovering, and I'm just trying to keep him away from the boxes and the sides of the ship.
Sir has been through worse.
She manages to poke a button, and he stops. I'm not going to try a landing, as she kind of hands the pad back to her mom.
All right, she'll accept the pad back and just, that's all right. So
This
she'll.
will be-
Sorry,
this,
Leo.
This will be a perfect time. Leo is going to turn, stand up and turn his back towards Sir. Program the landing procedures. Press the button that says land.
Right out.
Okay, so she's just poking the button that says land, no actual programming needed.
Well, yeah. And basically what'll happen is this is like a pre-programmed thing where Sir will essentially fold up neatly.
Okay, so this will
It
be a roll for you, Leo, your computers,
Yeah.
to see how well you program that.
Yep. let's do this. Yeah, essentially what he's going to do is, ideally, he's going to fold up into like a little backpack shape and then sit on.
Nice.
And what do you have that would remove setback? Because with your first,
Oh,
yeah, it's not hacking or anything. It's just programming a thing.
okay. No code breaker doesn't apply. Technical aptitudes, it's 25% per rank. That doesn't apply. Natural programmer. Reroll computers check. Master slice. If I took 2 strain, it would reduce the difficulty. This time I'm not going to do that. Doesn't seem
So
necessary.
you don't have anything to reduce the setbacks on this.
No. Not in this specific instance, no. Actually, wait a minute. Might have been looking in the wrong tree. Yeah, I do. Dash Maker removes 1 setback from his checks to repair, modify, construct, or program draw. Yep, there we go. 1 setback.
Okay, how to do a reroll. Alright, what was your roll?
It was 3 success, 1 triumph, and 3 advantage.
Okay. So canceled mine except for 1 threat. So
Wow.
it as soon as that button's pressed, it immediately does what it's programmed to do. Folds up pretty much perfectly. Gets in, but you kind of programmed it to get into its little to snap in there, and you needed a little bit of speed, but you programmed too much. So it comes in, it hits, knocks you forward. You weren't expecting that, and it does lead to 1 strain in your systems.
That's fine. Yep, Leo turns his head a little bit. Well, I say a little bit. He turns his head around and has a look down, and he's like, "Yep, perfect."
You hear Sharon, "Oh, that's cool. How'd you make it
Looked a
fold
little,
like that?"
I specifically built it to do that. I figured it would help it pass as, just an ordinary piece of my chassis.
And it saves space in a backpack.
That it does.
although it did look like it came in a bit too hard. Are you all right?
Absolutely, it was a mild shock.
She looks back
It
to her
will-
mom. Will it eventually explode like C4 stuff does?
No, no, it won't.
Okay.
Now all I have to do is transfer Sir's program into here, and then reprogram uh, his entire program, increasing his intelligence. Right now, he's a little more than a simple probe.
Well, that'll definitely be interesting to see. I look forward to meeting the new sir.
Indeed.
I'm not much of a programmer, but let me know if there's anything I can do.
Not quite yet. Though I may need some advice if I decide to start programming his, well, personality, I suppose.
I certainly offer what I can. By the way, I suppose introductions are in order. Long past due, in fact. Sharon, this is my friend Leo. Leo, my daughter Sharon.
Hi, Leo. She's still got a grin on her face.
He bows his head slightly, but that's all he does.
And Desric will quip in, don't worry, this one doesn't build stuff that explodes. Most of the time.
Although I could.
No!
No, that's all right, thank you.
But that was the best part about C4.
It really wasn't. It's all right.
At this, Desric audibly laughs.
Not so funny.
Hey, just don't give him another blowtorch. Or plasma cutter, I guess.
Either way, she turns to Leo. If you can fix other droids, could you fix C4, our droid? The pirates, well...
I could most definitely try, though, Desric, you have given me a marvelous idea. Where is that blowtorch?
No! Desric is... no.
Sir,
Desric is gonna go run to go hide the blowtorch wherever it is.
could do with a weapon.
Desric is running out of the room.
And he turns and looks at Illy and Sharon, and he's like, it's a good idea.
I don't know. Honestly, if he's gonna have a weapon, it should be ranged, right?
Um, as as I have built him, as for a repair purpose. As such, a torch would do nicely in his system. Read out of character. His stats in a brawn are quite high.
Alright, well, if he's meant to assist in repairs,
Yes,
that would be beneficial.
I was thinking that we could possibly send him outside of the ship when we're in space, and he would be able to repair the outside of the hull whilst we're in, vacuum.
Alright, that's fairly reasonable. Though, do we want a cutter or a welder?
Welder? Oh, we don't have a welder, do we?
No, not yet. But we can certainly add it to the list of things when we get back to the station.
And all
Would
of
his
a
power supply be able to hold it?
Oh, absolutely. I would just have to fashion it to fit into the utility sockets that I've put on him.
Alright, let's look into that. Sorry, Desric, you were saying?
I was just going to chip in, and we have credits now, and then immediately thought, why am I helping? Surely this is going to result in me losing another eye.
Nah, I don't know. I think.
Well,
I
hey,
think
Rose will
we've-
have company.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we've had a run on though.
I don't know. I think Zeke might have a thing for, blinding his players.
Hey, that's what the dice did.
Yeah, I blame the dice, not Zeke.
Leo is waiting until Desiree disappears around the corner, and then he turns back to the two and he goes, "Well, I suppose I shouldn't tell him about my plans for the astromech droid."
Okay, yeah, Ellie gets a giggle.
Wait, what? Their astromech droid, or is there another astromech droid that I'm not aware of?
There is an astromech droid that you're not aware of.
Oh, shit. But Desric was going to go get an astromech droid.
Yeah, well, Leo can build one.
Yeah, but Desric wanted a droid that would be his friend and not try to murder him.
Are you guys not trying to sort things out in that regard? I think you were.
Sort of, but it's still rather tenuous.
Everything will be fine.
Uh-huh.
Well, if nothing else is gonna happen, I was gonna fast forward to you landing on the station.
Please.
Alright, so you come out of hyperspace, you get the usual comms. Apparently, you have already been given permission to dock long before you got there. That was set up. You come in, you land, the landing ramp is down, and before any of you guys can get out, you see Pith and a few medics rushing up the ramp.
Oh, fuck.
And the first person he comes in contact with, he begins asking, okay, I don't know if anybody was hurt or whatnot, or the girl was mistreated. Is there any medical needs? Do I need to go over her?
Everyone's fine. Although, I would appreciate a professional. Yes. If you can. Yes, let's make sure everything's okay.
Okay. He turns to the other medics. Alright, no emergency, just an easy checkup. Thank you for your help. They all nod. It's no problem, Pith. And they begin
Let's
to
also-
walk out. What?
Let's also get Rose sorted. We can get her out as well.
She's
Desert
probably got her
Gold.
bag and she's about here. She's about there.
Does she have all the credits?
Yeah, she's brought like her bag and credits in the case in one hand and like hand on the wall.
What about Illy's bag?
Illy didn't give it to me, so
Okay.
So Desert will come give Rose a hand.
it's let's go. And yeah, just gonna let Desric take me.
God.
I know that's the worst thing I could have said.
No. I'm
Oh,
talking about
that's
Illy.
yeah. Nah, I saw.
Yeah, it took a second for yours to load in after you said that. I was like, wait, what? Oh. Alright, so you two of you began walking. I'm assuming leaving.
Yep.
Yeah. Wherever Desric's going, that's where I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Illy and Sharon will gather their things from the lounge and then meeting up with everyone else. And, of course, thanking the captain for the trip.
And he gives you a bow and a wave. Anytime.
Fly safe and mind those pirates.
Yeah, I'll be staying a bit. Meeting whatever Mandalorian bounty hunter I'm supposed to meet up with to take care of them.
I get a suspicion we'll see each other again soon then.
Probably. Either
We'll
way,
see you then.
take care. Be careful. Especially now you got that little one
Always.
with you.
I will. Thank you.
Alright. At this point, I'm assuming Pith is pretty much sticking by you and Sharon.
Yeah, Illy will introduce them, of course.
Pith seems to be pretty well versed with children.
That's
He,
a problem. We need to fix that.
Well, basically talking, reassuring, able to, you know, distract him from some of the things that he's doing, like scanning, checking, vitals and whatnot.
All right. Yeah, we're gathering our stuff and whatnot, and then I guess medical will be the next stop for that.
All right. Where is Desert going?
That is a good question. I think Desert was thinking everybody was headed back to the Skylark. Like they've got pay now to divvy out. And I kind of assumed that Illy would want to get Sharon someplace a little more comfortable environmentally. Although then again, a busted up ship, I don't know how much that feels like home.
Probably a lot, considering their background.
And okay,
Yeah.
Leo, where are you heading?
Oh, back to the Skylark. Gonna start on programming.
Okay. So,
Yeah, done with Des.
I mean, unless Rose wants to go somewhere else.
No. She needs some time, a bit more time to herself, I think. For now.
all right. So, Desric, Rose, and Leo all head back to the Skylark. Pith, Illy, and Sharon are now heading to the med quarters.
All right.
And that's where we're going to leave it for today.
Nice.
So I'm hoping what was done, all this OBS problems will not translate to YouTube, which I have a feeling they will. So if anybody is having a hard time with the video, my apologies. Hopefully I can get this fixed. I don't know what's wrong. It's gonna put that flat out there. I do not know what's wrong. But thanks everyone so much for watching. Please comment down in the bottom. Let me know what you guys think of it so far. Any ideas you have, or all that stuff. Till then, see you guys next week. Later.